Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to give you a tour of my new Google Sheets travel packing list and outfit planner spreadsheet. So the main feature of the template is the packing list. I included a version for a single traveler and a version for multiple travelers. And then as a bonus feature, I also included an outfit planner. So this is completely optional to use and I built it so you could have a layout where you can plan your packing lists one day at a time, one outfit at a time. So instead of thinking about the entire packing list all at once, you can just think about one outfit at a time and then everything will come together automatically in a final packing list. You'll be able to see how many times a specific item was repeated, and once this is ready you can use it as a starting point for the clothing part of your packing list. So I'm gonna walk you through what the packing list looks like and I'll come back to the outfit planner in the end. So for the packing list I included two versions, one that's meant for a single traveler and then one that's meant for multiple travelers, and both of these work pretty much the same way. The only difference is that the version for multiple travelers has this extra column on every section. So you can assign a traveler to each of your items. And then if you take a look at the single traveler version, you're not going to find that extra column. So that's the only difference. Everything works pretty much the same way. So this is what the template is going to look like when you first receive it. It's completely blank. And the first thing you have to do is you have to go through the initial setup and you're going to follow each of these steps so you can customize your template. You're going to make a list of your travelers. You can customize how each of your sections will be called. You get 2 clothing sections and then you have 5 additional custom sections that you can use however you prefer. So these are the titles that I added by default, but you can change those. And you also have a section where you can customize your clothing categories. Again, I included some by default, but you can edit them or you can completely delete them and replace them with your own. And then all of this information is going to be used to customize your template. So if you take a look at the multiple travelers version, you're going to notice that your list of travelers will be displayed on every single one of these drop downs, and then the titles that you gave to each of your packing sections will also be updated automatically. You get 5 custom sections and then you get 2 clothing sections. So these 2 clothing sections, you can use them however you prefer. They are special because they also have this category drop down over here. So you can assign a category to each of your items, and these categories are what you customized during the initial setup as well. So I'm going to show you a version that's already filled out so you can see how it would look like. It's pretty straightforward. You add your item, your quantity. If you're working on the multiple traveler version, you also assign a traveler to each of your items. And then as you're checking boxes, you're going to notice that your progress updates automatically. So with every box that I check, the progress bar for that section updates, and then this packing overview updates as well. So as you can see right now, before leaving, that's at 90%. I'm missing one item. So if I check that final box, you're going to notice that before leaving moved into this packed section. So this overview is going to be updating automatically with every box that you check. And the same thing goes for the multiple travelers version. The only difference is that you can filter this packing overview so you can see the overview for each traveler individually, or you can see an overview for all travelers at the same time so you can see the overall progress, or you can switch this dynamically to display the information for one traveler at a time. And you can also use this highlight pending option. So if you check this box, anything that's not packed for your selection will be highlighted in a different color so you can easily locate it. And then as you're checking boxes, you're going to notice your progress updates. So as I mentioned, you get 5 custom sections. You can use them however you prefer. They all look and work exactly the same way. And then in the end, you'll find 2 clothing sections. These ones are special because they also include the option to assign a clothing category to each of your items. And the cool part about assigning a clothing category is that a summary will be created automatically. So over here, you're going to see the list of the categories that you created, and then you're going to see how many items you have assigned to that category. So you can see how many bottoms you're bringing, how many tops, and then you can see how many items are packed and how many items are pending. So this is completely automated and will be filled automatically with every item that you add into each of these 2 sections. So personally, I like to keep the basic stuff separate from the more intentional items. So that's the reason why I included 2 sections, but you don't have to use them both if you don't want to. You can use just one of them. And any items that you add to either of these tables will be automatically displayed in this all clothing items section. So anything that's already packed will be sent to the bottom and the rest will be sorted by category. So you can add items in whatever order you want in this list, and then you can view them always sorted by category over here. So what I like to do is I like to use this list when I'm actually looking for my items in my closet, since it's conveniently sorted by category. And then as I'm packing, I'll just go through this list and check my boxes, and this table will always update automatically. So these are dynamic summaries. You don't have to do anything here. They are created for you. So that's it for the packing list part of the template. And as I mentioned, I also included a bonus outfit planner. So this is what it looks like blank. It's initially undated, and dates get filled out automatically when you set a start date and you select your trip duration. So super important, this has a limit and the maximum is 31 days. So you can work on a maximum of 31 days per tab, and you can create as many tabs as you want, but you can only do 31 days in a single tab. So once you select your trip duration, you're going to notice that dates get filled out automatically, and each of these days looks and works exactly the same way. I'm going to show you a version that's already filled out. So each day includes a space where you can add your activities for that day, so you can use them as a reference as you're planning your outfits. And then below that, you're going to find 8 different sections, so you can use each of these to create a different outfit. I added 8 in case you're planning and packing everything for your entire family. You can select the travelers, so each section gets assigned to a specific traveler, and then you can build each outfit down here. So you have your list of categories, and then you add your items, and you do that for every single day. And as you're adding items, your final packing list is being created automatically over here. So you don't have to do anything here. This gets created automatically. With every item that you add, you're going to see the number of times that a specific item appeared throughout your outfits, and this table is going to be sorted first by traveler, then by category, and then by item. So every single day looks and works exactly the same way. And once you're done, you can use this list that gets created automatically as the starting point for your packing list. So all you have to do is take your list, copy it, and then paste it into your packing list tab. I'm going to paste it by right-clicking, paste special values only to make sure I'm only bringing the text with me. And then you can make any manual changes that you need, and you can track your progress using the checkboxes. So these two are not connected in any way. This is just a bonus feature that's going to help you create a starting point that you can then copy and paste into your actual packing list. And the cool part about this is that your outfits get saved. So when you're on your trip, you can jump back into the spreadsheet, take a look at your outfits, and then just follow your plan. So as I mentioned, you have room for a maximum of 8 outfits per day. You can also assign 2 outfits to the same person if you're going to be doing different activities that require different outfits. Totally up to you. Everything gets joined together automatically over here. And as a bonus feature, I also included this specific item lookup section. So for example, khaki shorts, that's being used twice. If you want to see exactly when you have assigned that item, you can jump in here, start typing to find your item. And once you select it, you're going to see that it's being used on June 14 and June 18. So let's say I wanted to jump into June 18 to make a change. I can use this quick link section over here. So I easily jumped into June 18 without having to scroll, and then you can find that item and make any changes that you need. So that's pretty much how the template works. This is completely undated, and it's going to work any month, any year, and you can reuse this for every trip. And I designed the template in pink because that's my favorite color, but you can easily change the theme colors following the instructions in the initial setup. So if you scroll to the right, you're going to find this optional section that shows you how to change the theme color so it updates throughout the entire template all at once. So that's it for the quick tour. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it useful. If you would like to learn more about the template, I also created 2 additional videos that you can find linked in the description. The first one is all about the packing list, and the second one is all about the outfit planner. So I go into a lot more detail on those videos in case that's useful to you. And if you would like to purchase the template, you can find the link to that in the description. You'll also find my email in the description in case you have any other questions. You can send me a message and I will be happy to answer them. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.